into the ground. She overspent.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am playing Minecraft.
Since 2007 and is now
How are you today? I have no idea. Put it in the freaking comments.
Today I received an itemized bill in the mail, totaling lodging,
What
food,
the
schooling,
frick? Okay,
entertainment,
I'm gonna check for free stuff real quick. I have no money.
time I was born. The bill
Stop
exceeded
insulting me, please.
$250,000. I called her this
Yes,
evening
I
to
know I'm
congratulate
poor.
her on her hilarious joke when it became clear that she wasn't joking and indeed felt entitled to $253,032.56 of my money. Her reason
On to my
is I
world.
would be worth 1/10 of what I am now without her influence. She said, "You can afford to lose that kind of money. Why not just give it to me before you throw it away?" This is one of the many reasons that there are more than 2,000 miles in between my front door and hers. This is the last reason I needed to never give her another penny of my money.
I'm just quickly showing off my world.
This BS up. Well, you know what, OP? If I were you, I'd send her a bill for the price of that therapy session because of what she's done to you. Like, can you imagine if, when you turned into an adult, you had to pay your parents back for the 18 years of your childhood? All the food, school,
I'm just recording. Yeah.
What a ludicrous month. Now for our second story. I was born lactose intolerant and my parents decided not to tell me. I just read a story that reminded me of my own parents, so here goes. Backstory.
There we go, I'm in.
I'm also a member of the subreddit r/raised by narcissists, so I'm very aware of my parents, particularly my dad, being less than ideal, but this one
Just got
was
some
cool when I
cool
learned
stuff
it because of
active.
the sheer effect on my life. So anyway, on to the story. Ever since I can remember, anytime I would drink milk...
Yeah, this add-on is actually called Hidwood.
And diarrhea. We went out to eat a lot, and being a little kid, my parents...
It had some really cool stuff, and I'm using another mech called the Mech add-on.
...resulting me having to make the customary trip to
What's
the
in
bathroom in terrible pain and explosive diarrhea.
Oh, it's just it's a poison snail. Stupid thing.
My parents started teasing me about wanting to see the bathroom and poop in it wherever we went. I would also have the same problem after lunch at school.
Stupid thing. Yeah, it adds a lot of mobs as well. You know, maybe I should. I'm gonna deactivate the add-on, the mechs.
So fast forward to high school, this is still going on and we go out to dinner with a new friend of my mum's who says that she is lactose intolerant. And being the very curious person that I am, I ask her about it because I've heard of it before but never understood what it was or what the symptoms were. She tells me that she experiences terrible gas pains and diarrhea if she drinks milk or has a lot of dairy. At this point my ears perk up and I'm like, you mean that's not normal? And I start thinking that maybe I am lactose intolerant too. So I start doing a little bit of experimenting and avoid milk for a few weeks, and guess what? No more stomach aches. So I tell my parents that I think I may be lactose intolerant, and my dad, ever the gaslighter, says, "No, you're not. You're just saying that for the attention." So I go back to thinking that I'm not lactose intolerant for the next several years and go back to having the stomach problems. Fast forward again to college, I run into a few new people that are lactose intolerant, and being recently freed from the ironclad controlling nature of my father, I decided to actually research it for myself and do some experimenting again. So I researched and found that I have all of the classic symptoms of lactose intolerance, and experiment by not just avoiding dairy, but actually going to the store and buying the lactose pills that help you digest lactose and taking them anytime I drank milk or ate ice cream. Guess what? It helped. No more gas pains and constant diarrhea. So I go home and this is the conversation I had with my parents. Hey mum and dad, so I'm pretty sure that I'm lactose intolerant because I have all the symptoms and I've been using the lactose pills when I eat dairy and they've been helping. You're not lactose intolerant. You're just saying that to get a toke. My mum interrupts my dad. Oh, I know that you're lactose intolerant. You have been since you were born. You had to have soy formula when you were a baby because if you had dairy formula, you projectile vomited everywhere.
On February 26th,
I'm just waiting for this to load.
They're a little animated. Well, this is a disaster. Tom and Jerry, the movie, rated PG, in theaters and streaming on HBO Max. But first, Zenwise. Then, stay free of indigestion, bloating, and gas. Free yourself from digestible discomfort with Zenwise. Plus, get your free on-the-go tip at Zenwise.com.
What? I have always known that you were lactose intolerant. I just didn't want to tell you because I didn't think it would make any difference, and I thought you would use it to get attention. I am absolutely speechless. Yeah, I am too. I couldn't believe it. I had literally been lactose intolerant since birth, and they had never told me and just let me suffer. Here's the kicker though. After hearing from my mum that I was lactose intolerant from birth, my father wholeheartedly accepted it and even started bragging to other people that I was lactose intolerant, and loudly asking me if I wanted to drink the lactose-free milk that his friend's daughter was drinking because she's lactose intolerant too. My dad's behaviour is and always will be very confusing to me, but I hope this was entertaining to read. I mean, it was, yes, it was. What have I just read? Yes, it definitely was entertaining, but what is your dad doing? What is your mum doing? I mean, at least your mum admits that you are lactose intolerant. Did your dad really not know? I'm sorry to say, OP, your dad seems so stupid.
Now I'm waiting for them to figure out which seed this is. Like, the loading Purette for whatever.
Now for our final story. Woman assumes I'm a teen mother when I'm looking after my niece. I shut her down. So my cousin is in town because she has the most adorable little girl. My cousin is in her 20s and married. She still had a few more days until she leaves, so she asked me if I wanted to spend more time with her and my niece by inviting me to a kids museum / play place. Her husband couldn't come because he wanted to do some work. Now bear in mind, in this story, guys, OP is so my cousin goes to order some food for us. My niece isn't very good in lines or at waiting in general.
This is what the creeper shader does. It like basically puts it. Stop it!
I start to help her walk up the stairs to the slide. At this point,
okay.
the entitled mum and her family walked over because one of her kids, her second kid, wanted to go on this slide as well. The entitled mum looks at my niece and says this: "Kids, this is what happens when you aren't responsible. You'll end up like her." She gestures towards me, a single teen mum. You won't be able to go to college because of the kid, and then your dating life will be because of the kid. I wouldn't want to be her. I really wanted to say something, but I wasn't listening to what the kid had to say.
Human sacrifice!
So I go around to way to the bottom to catch her. Now the entitled mum says, "Are you sure that she's a mum?" Yes, I'm sure, because this is practically a little kid's space. Why else would she be here? And also, they're the only Chinese people here. I'm actually Korean, as mentioned in my earlier review.
Sort of laggy.
She finally comes down the slide and I catch her. I really hope that she would be interested in playing somewhere else, but nope, she toddles around to wait to climb up the steps of the slide. She signs, my cousin taught her baby sign language, that she wants water, and I say, "Mum will give you water soon, we still have to wait," in Korean, because my niece has mainly been taught to in Korean and understands it better.
Korean.
The entitled mum scoffs at this as well and says, "Well, of course, she's a freaking illegal too." Then she continues in a condescending tone. She
Human sacrifice!
Looking at me in disgust, and her older kid looked at me sympathetically.
Guess what time it is?
Really can't keep my mouth shut in situations
Time for
like these.
human sacrifice! Yeah! Woo! Sacrifice! My favorite game show!
My mum, my cousin, is ordering lunch for us. I help my niece up the last step of the slide and run to the end of the slide to catch her again. Second of all, single teen mums can make it work. I've seen news stories of some who did manage to go to college, and there are many others who couldn't but are thriving now. Third of all, I was born and raised here. I'm talking to my niece in Korean because she understands Korean better than English. I catch my niece after she slides down and puts her on my hip. I see my cousin waving me over to come and eat. I've also been accepted into a few colleges already, so please don't assume things about people just from first glance. My niece then waves and points at my cousin. She was actually saying whatever those Korean letters are, which is her word for food, but the entitled mum took it as her saying mother, which works too. I say in that one voice that most of us use with babies and animals. I know, that's mama, let's go. My niece is kicking her legs to be let down, so I put her on the ground and she toddles over to my cousin. And like I mentioned earlier, my cousin is older than me, and my niece...
Yeah, no, these are basically their replacement for zombies.
In the time that his mother or older sister wasn't paying attention to him, the second younger kid managed to start eating handfuls of bread and beef chips. Why would you pay attention to your own kid while you criticize your lucky husband? I know that I would never be as amazing at shutting a person down ever again. I then went and had a delicious lunch as I told my cousin about
Whatever to the texture.
We both laughed and we hugged the rum, kept shooting us dirty glasses of the end, whatever. I feel bad for the older kid because she didn't seem entitled, and I hope that she turns out differently from her mother. I also feel bad for secondly, why should glitter just go on about your life? No one cares about you. Don't care about anyone else. OP, well done. You handled that like a pro. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of our Slash Entitled Parents on my channel. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have your opinions on the story down below and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. If you want more videos from me,
personally, I don't know about you guys, but all the villagers in my town are dead. Okay, that's all. Bye.